2, When Nature Calls, Jim Carrey, and of course, Tom Jones. Let's get right to it, folks. My first guest, one of the most popular actors in the entire universe. The latest film was called Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls. A very funny movie, folks. It opens tomorrow. Please welcome Jim Carrey!
I've been good.
Yeah.
I've been good. In fact, if you've been studying what's going on and everything, I guess you could say I'm aces, Jay.
Really?
I'm aces. Coming November 10th. I guess, I've been promoting the show, the movie for a couple of weeks.
Political satire stuff.
Absolutely, you got to get it. It's my own personal comment there. I've just been promoting this thing so heavily in the last couple of weeks. I began to realize that the hard sell is the best way.
That's the best way.
You don't mind me, like, using this show
to
promote Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
No.
When Nature Calls?
Yeah. Well,
coming November 10th? It's a little twist on the old Carol Burnett thing.
Yeah, that's quite a twist, really. Well, let me ask you about doing these promotional things, because I know the last week, you're just bopping around, the same questions. The reporters, do they ask you the same questions day after day, or literally 10 times a day?
You do. You get a lot of the same questions over and over again, but I don't mind, as long as I can keep my answers changing and different all the time.
Oh, just give a different answer?
Yeah, absolutely. You just keep changing them, keep it interesting for yourself. For instance,
you want me to ask you a question?
Yeah, one that I get all the time is, ask me if I like working with the animals.
Oh, okay. Now, do you like working with the animals? Is that fun?
Yes, I do. Especially the monkeys. They're wonderfully unpredictable. Okay, now ask me again. Same question completely.
Do you like working with the animals? Is that fun?
That is the stupidest question I've ever heard. If I didn't like working with the animals, you think I would tell you? Right. Get real, bloodsucker. So see, it's basically the same answer, but I've changed the phrasing to keep it interesting.
Right.
Ask me again.
Do you like working?
What do you want from me? Yes! I like working with the animals! Oh, yeah! You people would love to turn it into something filthy, wouldn't you? Huh? Well, I'm not gonna let you. Okay, ask me one more time, Jake. No. That might go too far. That's too much.
Yeah.
But I can answer the same question all day.
But I can see how that would change things.
Yeah.
Now, the other day, a big honor here in town. You had your hands and feet in the cement at the Chinese theater down there. That's going to be a
thank you. Yeah, that truly was a great honor. It was really wonderful, and I just, it's not the first time I've done it, of course. I've done it before. The only difference is those times I was chased away by a guy in a hard hat. So.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But, no, I just thought it was amazing, and I really had to, pinch myself, say, hey, keep your feet on the ground, Fortunately, they were in cement.
Right,
So, no, but it was just, I don't like to think of myself as like that kind of thing, the star thing or whatever.
Yeah,
but you know, I wear it well.
Really is.
I'm not any different than anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I comb my hair, I walk into my germ-free biospheric exercise chamber, and I work out until the voices go away.
Really?
Just like every other Joe. In fact, I was talking about the concept of, you know, staying connected and staying real with my food taster the other day.
Really?
And I think he was about to give me a huge compliment, and he just keeled over. So now I gotta, now I gotta replace him and the chef. So don't tell me I don't have problems, man.
My favorite thing at the ceremony, they had a guy there who was sort of narrating, because you weren't mic'd.
Right.
You know, so you would...
I really don't need it.
No, but there were a lot
Kind
of
of a
people.
Broadway type guy.
There were like 1,000 people there, and he was translating your act for the crowd, that guy that would... Like, when you would say aces, he would go, he said aces, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. He never let it slip, you know? Just for the stupid people, you know? Everything comes twice. I loved it.
Now, what... I noticed you put a catchphrase in the cement. Now, what was the significance of that? Does everybody that does that, is that a big...
Well, that's the thing. The pressure is so hard. I mean, it's going to be there forever. It's Hollywood history, and you just feel like, man, I better say something profound, or that, you know, I'm going to be a fool out there. And so I went through a bunch of different ones. I practiced.
Yeah.
I got cement, and I practiced. And
I think do we have them here?
yeah, I brought some pictures of them. I actually listed them for myself too.
Okay.
And these are the few of the tries that I didn't actually use. But,
okay, let's take a look.
But there's some of the things. The first one was, this is really exciting. Next! And I just thought that was too disrespectful.
Yeah, it might be a little, yeah.
Another one I wanted to do was Love and Kisses Jack Klugman.
Yes.
You know?
Good.
Yeah. In West Hollywood, I could never bend over like this. But again, then you're pitting, you know, two towns against each other, and I'm not into that, you know. So you don't want to see hair and stuff fly, you know. Another one is, next one was, for a good time, place breasts firmly into my handprints.
I like that one.
Here's a good one. Yeah. Hey, OJ, I think I found your knife. And the last sort of one I didn't use is, if your feet are this size, congratulations on your penis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh. Now, what was the real thing?
I broke my water.
Oh, you can have my
Can I?
water. Yes, you can have my water.
This is a healthy thing to do in the 90s.
Yeah,
Let's share.
Why don't you take the water now, really? Take the whole thing.
That's how I do it.
Yeah,
That's how I do it.
Now, what did you really write? What was the real thing? It was
merrily, 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 ...
Oh, that's...
Because basically, that's my philosophy of life. I think it's a really profound song. You know, people don't think about it, but it's quite Buddhist. You know, when you think about it. Well, yeah. I mean, just the center of the wheel, gently down the stream. You know, just life is but a dream, and that's really the truth of it. It is a dream. You know, if it absolutely. Hey. Yeah. I'll tell you what. If it wasn't, do you think I could do this?
We'll take a break. When we come back, let's find out about your home life. We'll discuss your home life and what you do and the slippers and the pipe by the fire and more with Jim right after this. Don't go away. Jim Carrey! Which opens tomorrow.
Yes.
We know about Jim the actor, the movie star, but
of course,
Jim the private Jim Carrey at home. What is your home? What is your home life? What do you do when you go home?
Checkers champion.
Really?
No, I basically, you know, I have a very normal kind of home life. You'd be surprised.
Really?
You'd be surprised.
I would
well,
be surprised.
I don't know what normal is, actually, so...
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's normal.
Yeah.
You know, we have lots of dogs. We have 3 dogs now.
Right.
We have the Great Dane. We have the... There's a little kind of... I don't know if it's a lap swap, so I don't know what it is. It's white, and it's got hair. And his name is Tom, and he had a problem. He was barking at everything that moved. I mean, not even if anything that moved, just grass growing. You know, and soon it just got so ridiculous. We would, you know, when he barked, we would say, "Oh, nobody's here." You know, Tom's barking, nobody's here. And he started barking at leaves falling from the trees. You know, leaf would come.
Right.
And it just got to be a problem. I was a nervous wreck. Every time you moved, you can't move fast because he would go insane, you know, and it was just a killer in my house because I'm constantly like... You know, he's just got to be ready for that kind of thing, you know? And, absolutely. But he had this problem. He had this barking thing, and so Lauren and I decided to send him to school to learn how not to bark. Well, he came back. He was as good as gold. He didn't bark at a damn thing, but he had this weird look on his face, like Nicholson at the end of Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? And thank you. And he was just a little strange, and I thought, well, and then I looked closer, and there was a little box on his collar, some kind of a box, and I said, well, what's that about? And they said, well, it gives him stimulation when he barks in order to keep him from barking again, like that. And I said, well, does it hurt him? And they said, no, it's just annoying. And, you know, and I said, okay. Well, one night I find myself at home alone.
Yeah.
And I'm watching TV, I'm looking at the dog, and I look at this bark collar, and I think to myself, well, you know, what kind of a pet detective would I be if I didn't try to put myself in his paws, you know? And so...
In his paws?
Yeah. And so I got the little box, pulled it off his collar, and this is absolutely true. I actually put it against my neck and began to bark. I tried it out. I put it up there against my larynx, and I tried to quiet first. And it didn't work the first couple of times, but then I went... You know, and I did this a few times. I wanted to do it quite a few times because not only for the pure enjoyment, but also, you know, so that I know that he's not going to have long-term effects, you know, from it. And so, you know, if you're ever like on one of those Hollywood tours and you're outside some celebrity's house and you're wondering, like, what do they do inside there? That's basically what goes on. Welcome to the tour, ladies and gentlemen. On your left is the famous Jeff Goldblum's house. Bark. Clint Eastwood can't even activate it with his voice.
Really?
No, it's too quiet.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing happens.
He showed up.
Help me, Jay. I'm going into an impressionist bit.
No, that's
Throw
good.
some water on me, quick!
That's good. He showed up. That was very impressive.
That was amazing.
Because he comes walking down the street. You know, he doesn't like the entourage. He just kind of, he's just walking. I see Clint Eastwood walking down the street to go to your...
Yeah, with a falafel.
Yeah.
You know, he's such a gentleman. He's such a great guy. You know, it's really true that I look up to him because he was one of the first guys I worked with, and you could never find anybody to say a bad word about Clint Eastwood, and he really is one of those people that bring honor to this business.
Oh, yeah,
I love him, and I really... It's hard to, like, you know, to look for examples when you're a young actor. You know, you always see somebody, you glop onto him for a while, and you go, oh, that's the guy. I'm going to model myself after him. Next thing you know, he's in an airport with a gun. And, doing all the cliche things, that go wrong. And it's just nice to know that there's a guy out there who really is what he is.
Yeah. Let me ask you about the movie. Now, normally when someone comes on, they have a clip. They have to explain the clip. The nice thing about these movies, they don't even need explanation because
no, not really.
I don't think it can be explained.
Not heavy on plot.
No, you watch and you laugh and you can pretty much figure out what's going on.
Who cares?
Like what is happening here?
Just a little movie.
What's happening here?
Here is I'm practicing for the. Never mind.
Okay.
You got the movie. Yeah. This is my audition tape.
Well, let's see.
But anyway.
This is Ace Ventura. This is when you're in Africa.
This is when I'm driving. Of course, Ace is famous for his driving, and I had to keep the flame burning on this. And so,
let's take a look.
Yeah, basically this is me driving.
Ace Ventura opens tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Jim Carrey, you're right back with Tom Jones right after this. And good night, Clint Eastwood. Folks, the new James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, will be here, and we got some, stunts and stuff.
I'm sweating from this next guest.
Okay, well, you'll win. Stephen Wright will be here, actress Mira Savino. Monday, we'll be coming to you from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas with Robin Williams and David Lee Roth. Maybe you can teach Tom some moves. You got to teach us some moves?
Absolutely.
All right, be back with Tom Jones and more with Jim right after this. Don't go in.